It's great to see you all here, and I really sincerely appreciate your very warm welcome. When I was here 12 months ago, I met most of you for the first time, but tonight it's great to see so many familiar faces. Jenny, Tony, Maureen, and several of you who I've met throughout the year. And what a year it has been. The last time we were together, we spoke about our shared determination and desire to see a strong recovery in travel and tourism and Irish visitation to the United States. And with the latest figures, it's very clear to me that you have all been very busy. So busy, in fact, that Ireland has jumped from 16th to 15th on the global table of inbound travel to the United States. I'm going to give you a challenge. Next year, single digits. But even more impressive, Ireland continues to generate the highest travel per capita of any other country to the United States. So give yourselves a warm hand. And I thank you for your continued efforts to bring Irish visitation to the United States back to pre-pandemic levels. And we have brought a few visitors of our own to Ireland as well. In April, we all witnessed the historic homecoming of President Biden. And I'm very reminded of President Biden's momentous speech in Ballina, where he said that everything between Ireland and America runs deep. Our history, our heritage, our sorrows, our friendship, our joys, and our future. Yeah, let's go for the future. It always beats the alternative. So, our future is often influenced by our memories and stories that have been passed down from generation to generation. I have two daughters. My husband and I have two daughters. And every summer since they were little, we would go to Cape Cod in Massachusetts. Little shameless plug for Massachusetts here. Sorry about my New Jersey friends, but you've been doing a great job on your own. But we would bring our daughters to Cape Cod, very popular place, and that's where we would always go for our summer vacation. And without fail, every single night we would go and get an ice cream at our favorite spot. It's called Sundae School. And when I say Sundae School, that's Sundae, Sundae. Don't confuse it with catechism. But it was like our really big family tradition. And from the time, our oldest daughter was 3, our youngest was an infant, Sundae School was our spot we went. So now fast forward several years later, both of our girls were grown, and their first job was at Sundae School. And each of them worked there for 6 summers. And I always credit their boss, he would die if he knew I was saying this. His name is Mr. Paul Endress. He was a school teacher that started this ice cream place as a way to make money during the summer when he wasn't teaching. But he took that job very seriously, and he took training the kids that worked at Sundae School very, very seriously. And I can tell you right now, if you talk to any hospitality owner on Cape Cod, whether it be a restaurant, a pub, you name it, if a kid worked at Sundae School, they always got the job because he knew they were so well trained. But what stuck with me so much when he would train all of these kids that worked at Sundae School was he would say to them, first of all, they would get there. First day, they would come home with a manual of like the Sundae School. You would think it were a total quality management brochure from like Johnson & Johnson for your first sales job out of college, but it was for these summer jobs. But he kept their training, just at the forefront of everything, but he didn't just train them with a work ethic. he said to them over and over, and it always stuck with me. He would say, "You are not just scooping ice cream. You are creating memories." That's important. Some little kid is going to come here. You want to give them a great experience. But he reinforced this over and over and over. So when I think of that, I think of what all of you do. And so when you talk about creating memories, it's priceless. That's always stuck with me. And your job is not just marketing a destination, selling airline tickets, or promoting the latest attractions. Your job is about creating memories. Memories that can be passed on from one generation to the next. More than 400,000 Irish residents created memories by traveling to the United States last year, traveling for work, school, or vacation. And this year, our embassy processed over 14,400 visas, including many for J1 exchange participants who will return to the United States in years to come with their families to show where they once scooped ice cream at the seashore or pulled a pint in an American pub. So their stories will encourage the next generation of Irish visitors to travel and explore the extraordinary beauty and diversity that the United States has to offer. New and reintroduced flight routes will make this summer one of the busiest yet for Irish visitation to the States. These direct routes, along with your commitment to drive Irish visitation to the U.S., help us achieve the Biden administration's goal of attracting 90 million visitors to the United States by 2027. And you are on the forefront of that effort. Our Department of Homeland Security, we have colleagues stationed at Dublin and Shannon airports, are currently pre-clearing thousands of passengers daily. These pre-clearance facilities are the envy of Europe and are a strong reflection of the close U.S.-Ireland relationship. To finish, I'm reminded of a great saying I can't attribute to the author, but I'm not holding it out as my own. I can assure you of that. But it is, the best things in life are the people we love, the places we have been, and the memories we have made along the way. So this evening, I thank you for your dedication to the U.S. market for travel and tourism services. I encourage you to remain resilient in growing the travel and tourism sector to support jobs on both sides of the Atlantic. And lastly, please know that the embassy team is here to help you and support all of your efforts in doing so. So most important, as I leave here tonight, just keep creating those memories. Thank you.